right. Okay, welcome to AP 2D Studio Art for the summer work assignment. This is gonna be a video just to kind of give you an explanation of the Canvas course, your assignments, and how to locate your work, and all those things. All right, so once you go on to Canvas, it's gonna look probably like this. I'll do this on the student view so you guys get like the same view as me. It's gonna look kind of jumbled and weird like this. I recommend to click Show by Type to have it labeled and see properly what your assignments are. Okay, so I might have to change kind of some of these labels here. This is just gonna say AP summer work. I just made a copy of it from last year. All right, so once you've opened your Canvas, join the invite for your summer work. I'm just gonna explain a little bit what each of these things are. So obviously, important read this first. This little bit is just explaining what the AP Studio Art class, what we're going to be doing for the year. So basically, create a portfolio, 15 works. It's going to focus on these specific things. Just spend some time just to read over, just because it's a little bit more information about the class itself. And then the next part is iPad expectations. So you guys should have read all this stuff through the email that I sent with the iPads. You filled out this form already for iPad contract. This is if you've taken an iPad. And then also fill out the second form too. You guys created your own password. Just make sure to type this password in and what your iPad number is. This is just in case you forget your password, and I'm able to open and relocate your passwords if needed for emergency purposes. Okay, there's not really any way I can unlock the iPads. The only option I have is to erase or delete everything off the iPad for you to be able to have access to it again. Especially if you have like summer work or work they're doing through the year, for some reason if you forget your password, this is just a little safety net just in case anything happens with the iPads. Okay, but yeah, do fill out that second Google form, especially if you've got an iPad. Okay, so now when it comes to your summer work, and you could read this as well. It's just some more explanation about the grading and stuff for the summer work. Materials if you don't have an iPad. But the ideal purpose is, you can use the iPads to practice a little bit more with your drawings. Okay, you'll just kind of work on these different sections at a time. And looks like I got rid of section 3, but I might have to see what section 3 is again. But let me just kind of go over this. Just go by each section, do the work. This one's pretty straightforward. You'll do some sketches with composition. You'll read this information about different compositions like rule of thirds, rule of odds, rule of space. So look through this and you can do like little drawings. So like there's a couple of drawings down here to just, work on little like thumbnail composition sketches. And then part of this assignment too is I want you to take 20 photos as well. So you're gonna do a little bit of a photography. Usually if you have like a good eye for photography, you also have a good eye for composition and art. You'll take at least 20 photos that deal with these like specific look fors. All right. Look at this, follow it, and then you'll upload your photos in here. So I have like your names, by names, you can upload your photos. So I do want you guys to do a little bit of photography because, I feel like if you're a good photographer, you're a good artist as well. And we're going to be doing a little bit of photography in class as well because we're going to create your own reference photos for the drawings that you create. Okay, so that's section 1. Section 2 is the artist's research page. And this is specifically about, looking at an artist, studying it a little bit further, and then doing your own artwork inspired by the artist. So, pretty straightforward. Okay, and I just remember what section 3 was. So, section 3 is going to be focused on your sustained investigation research. For some reason, it's not on here, but I'm going to put a section 3 though. But just kind of read the instructions. It was pretty straightforward. Four is just some practicing with doodles and sketches. So you just do some sketchbook pages, or you could just use a Procreate and just create new pages to do some practice drawing and sketches. So this will help you to practice a little bit more with like your drawings. So a lot of these, assignments, so they have student examples as well. So you just do like 3 pages. Okay, and then you're gonna have 2 projects that you'll work on over the summer. So one's gonna be your expressive self-portrait, and you're gonna basically do a portrait of yourself, using expression and art. Now I do have like these videos here for using the iPad. So ideally, if you've grabbed an iPad over the summer and you plan on wanting to use the iPads for the year, I do recommend watching these videos that I have, and learning more about the tools and features that the iPads has to offer. We'll mainly be using Procreate, and obviously I'm gonna help you guys out more with the iPads as the year goes by. But if you don't have an iPad though, watercolor paper if you can. If not, you can do it in your sketchbook. That's fine too. If you have like a watercolor paper though, you have like a little bit of a better backing, so you can do like painting or watercolors with it. But if you have like only color pencils or markers, that's fine too. But it's kind of expected that you have to get your own materials, or if you need materials, let me know. I can give you some, but you got to order some materials if you don't plan on using the iPads. This one's going to be a still life with repetition, so you just kind of repeat some objects and things to draw objects in still life. So you'll use some of the techniques that you guys learned from before. Use the iPads, or you can use your watercolor paper or sketchbook page. Okay, but that's pretty much your assignment. So it's gonna be really just 4 sketchbook assignments, or you could do this in Procreate. Just create like a separate page for it. And then there's 20 photos you'll take, and then 2 projects. So my recommendation though for your assignments though is don't wait till like the very very last minute to do all your work. Okay, you're gonna hate yourself. It's gonna be really stressful. You're not gonna like it. But I would just work on it a little each day. So if you wanna work on some of your sketches for one day, then work on the project, and then maybe like the next day you can just work on just the project itself. Third day maybe just like the sketchbook pages. So I would just do like a little at a time. Like kind of like the best way to pace yourself in the class, or is you always want to do like a little bit of work consistently each and every day. You guys, I will see you guys every day in class. So in theory, like if you spend all your time doing the work in class, you should be able to just get it done in class. There's really not a lot of time you would need to do outside of school with the work, unless if you really want to excel with your portfolio. Like 3 years of passing, so what I give you guys is like enough to get like a 3 for your portfolios. But if you want to get a 4 or a 5 though, then you have to do a little bit more work outside of school, other than like the stuff that I assigned. Okay, so just email me if you have any questions or concerns about your work. Oh yeah, a major thing too is when you read these, about the summer work though. This is gonna be a big part of your quarter 1 grade, so it's gonna be 60% of your quarter 1 grade. So even if you don't finish everything though, we will have time to work on it during quarter 1. But my suggestion is, just do what you can do as much as you can. If you can finish it, that's even better, because we can really just focus on just your AP portfolio at that point. But if you have to worry about the summer work, then worry about what the quarter 1 work is. It's going to be a really, really stressful quarter 1 that you'll have. So just the FYI though, if you don't do the summer work, it's going to be more stressful on you all. Okay, but summer work though, basically, it's a good indicator if like you will be successful in this class or not. If this is like a struggle for you, then you might want to think twice about continuing this class. All right, but if you're somewhere this is like easy, it's not that hard. You can get it done. You're having fun with it. I think you guys would really enjoy the rest of this year. All right. Okay. Well, I'll see you guys. In the fall. Feel free to email me if you need anything.